Dragon Age 2. Mais cagado não pode ficar. Certo?
Bom, esta não é a primeira vez que eu vou gravar isto. Eu basicamente joguei uma hora de jogo e não gravei nada. Portanto, agora estou a repetir isto outra vez. E a vontade de cometer mais de suicídio. E a vontade. Estou maluco já. E a vontade de cometer suicídio estava em cima. É isso. Só agora que tu dizes, não!
Was a fine woman. Reminded me of my own mother. If there's anything I can do.
Eu estava aqui há meia hora para ver se tu falavas. Agora que vou dar um get the fuck out e que tu falas. Oh, filha da pum. Enfim, bora lá. Eu tenho que ir fazer o quê mesmo? Oh shit, nem sei o que é que eu tenho que ir fazer. Tá bom. Olha, já estou cá em casa. Fala do Kion. Please. Ok, fala com o Viscount. Com o Penas, há mais uma coisa. Eu tenho que falar com eles. Eu falo com eles depois. O secundário é isso e depois tenho as side quests. Ok. Vamos então aqui fazer o Fall de Kyun. Que eu já sei como é que vai ser isto, né? Enfim. Mas o que não me falta. Odin Caves. Isto é o quê, meu? Sinceramente, isto é o quê agora que eu estou aqui a pensar? É nada! É nada completamente. É um baú. Um baú standard. Top xuxinha porque. Será que este gajo consegue? Ok. E para umas minas abandonadas. Uau, tudo que mais queria. Realmente, o que é que eu vim cá fazer? Eu não posso voltar para cá. Oh, filha da puta. Vontade de morrer estava em cima. Nem posso andar para cá. Mano, você não. Na moral. Vai tomar no cu, vai. Vamos lá falar com a porra do Viscount. Chupa a minha bola esquerda, ó, arrombado. Não vou ouvir isto pela terceira vez. Ouvir pela segunda já é muito. Olha, já que estamos aqui, vamos falar com a Adeline. A Adeline basicamente quer falar acerca de a mãe do Rock ter morrido e vai falar de uma coisa importante. Já que estamos aqui, vamos já falar.
Hawk, I don't care what else is going on. We haven't spoken about Leandra. How are you?
My mother is dead. My heart's broken.
I suppose I could say, at least you knew yours. But that seems more about me than you. I just have flashes of impossibly long hair. But my father... Would you like to hear one thing?
You've never talked about him.
My father trained me in all the skills he had been forced to give up. He spent everything to get me into Kaelin's service. Do you know what I remember? When he read to me. Stupid things, dragons and heroes. He wouldn't turn a page until I reached over and took his hand. That big man made every step of the story my choice. I loved that. He died of the wasting in a Denerim ward. Those last weeks, I read to him. I had to take his hand to turn the pages, and I couldn't tell if he was too weak, or if it was the old game. He smiled at that, at his big girl. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Drink?
I could use one.
As much or as little as you want. No one tells you how to mourn. And when someone says, move on, you take their hand and say, my choice. That's all I have. I'll miss her too.
Pronto. Vamos continuar?
It is apparently not enough that the Kunari define my political life. They must also infect what I hold personal. It is my son, Seamus. The life you saved, he would now squander by converting to the Kun. He has left for the Kunari compound. Please, Sarah Hawke, convince Seamus to come home.
The Arishok says nothing good about Kirkwall, yet he accepts conversions.
I cannot understand him. Maker knows I've tried, but he landed with, what, a few hundred men? Add up the deaths and defections, and the Arishok must need to bolster his ranks. I'm sure my son is quite the symbolic prize.
Did anyone else see him leaving for the compound?
He made no secret of it. I'm sure he intended it as another of his statements about closer relations. Your example inspired him. I might agree, but now is not the time. These matters are delicate.
He's politically dangerous, you mean?
The office must remain strong, Sarah Hawke.
You know this will only end in trouble.
Fitting. That's where it started. My son is not foolish. He will listen to reason, and you are in the best position to offer that opportunity. Please, do what you can.
Antes, vamos fazer aqui o pedido do Viscount. É só o único... Não. Ok.
Good day, Sarah.
Nós então aqui falar com... então vamos para uma emboscada. Também dá. Ah, pois é esta emboscada destes otários. Faz parte da quest.
So who hired that lot? Someone anti-Kunari, anti-Viscount? Or Seamus himself, not wanting to be rescued?
Seamus isn't the type. Let's go.
All are forbidden.
This saved you for now.
Any
Sim, sim.
chance the Arishok will just give us the Viscount's son?
Sarah Hawke,
I'm here about the Viscount's son.
are you? In 4 years, I have made no threat, and fanatics have lined up to hate us simply because we exist. But despite lies and fear, Baz still beg me to let them come to the Qun. They hunger for purpose. The son has made a choice. You will not deny him that.
No doubt you see the advantage of having the Viscount's son at arm's reach.
He is no longer the Viscount's son. Vidithari give up their lives for the certainty only Kunari know.
You would not take advantage of his connections?
The Qun may demand that advantage, but I do not. It was his choice to be educated. He is not my prisoner. He is not even here. He went to his father. Ask the Viscount why he would send you and a letter both.
That seems strange.
They are meeting at the Chantry. A last pointless appeal, I assume.
The Viscount has not tried to involve the Chantry before.
No, but we know who would. Mother Patrice.
A suspect in many things. If she has threatened someone under my command again, there is only one response.
Don't make things worse by marching your men through the streets without cause.
This is cause. This is the last insult I will suffer, Hawke. I will be watching. Vidithari are of the Qun. This offense will have an answer.
Pronto. Já sabemos que a Mother Patrice está envolvida nesta pista, né? Então a gente já sabe. Deixa só aqui ver uma cena. Posso ir já ter com esta pessoa aqui, porque isto é basicamente ajudarem-nos. Mas eu estou com a Ferms. Acho que o resto não se importa. Não mesmo se importava. Deixei eles aqui. Honestamente, eu vou fazer quest com eles. Porque os outros não deu bosta nenhuma. Honestamente, eu quero ver como é que fica estes aqui. Honestamente, eu estou curioso.
So, this relic you lost, how is it you don't know what it is?
It was in a box.
And you didn't open it? You managed to resist the urge?
It was locked. It was a locked box.
Hasn't stopped you before.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I just found it curious, that's all.
Ok.
Just don't ask.
Eric.
Where
O que é que
anything
eu
came
vou
from.
fazer? Vou só fazer o seguinte.
What do you need, love? Package delivery?
I'm Hawk. I got a letter from some mage friends.
I see, I see. Check the back of the board for our special rates.
I won't stand by while mages suffer.
Bless you, love. The board has all the details. Should you take care of something, just drop by.
Mas é basicamente ajustar supostamente os humanos.
Sirrah Hawk, look at what you have done. To pounce upon the Viscount's son, a repentant convert in the Chantry itself, a crime with no excuse. Your Kunari masters will finally answer.
You've been a headache, but to outright kill someone, that's new for you.
He deliberately denied the Maker. How many would follow if he went unpunished? And yet, even this sympathizer will inspire vengeance when his brutal murder is exposed.
You won't get the Kunari ousted. You'll get a slaughter on both sides.
To die untested would be the real crime. People need the opportunity to defend faith, starting with you. Earn your reward in this life and next. These heretics must die.
Vamos matar estes bostinhas agora. O gajo não corre.
Do you see, Your Grace? Traitors attacking the very core of the Chantry. They defile with every step.
There is death in every corner, young mother. It is as you predicted. All too well.
Forgive me, Your Grace, but you must know the truth about what happened here.
Don't you spout your Kunari filth. This is a hand of the Divine.
I have ears, Mother Patrice. The Maker would have me use them. Sirrah Hawk, is it?
Viscount Dumas' son is dead. Killed here in your name.
I'm sure my name won't like that. Patrice?
Seamus Dumas was a Kunari convert. He came here to repent and was murdered.
It's a ruse, Your Grace. Seamus was killed to set people against the Kunari.
This is no longer a matter of heathens squatting in the docks. People are leaving us to join them.
And we must pray for them like any other.
They deny the Maker.
And you diminish him, even as you claim his side. Andraste did not volunteer for the flame. Sirrah Hawk, you act on behalf of the Viscount? The young mother has erred in her judgment. A court will decide her fate. The Chantry respects the law, and so must she.
Grand Cleric? Grand Cleric?
E pronto, ela vai ser julgada pelos seus crimes. Ou não. Por acaso esta cena é muito bacana. Eu fiquei de joelhos com uma seta espetada no coração. E depois vai ver aquele headshot. No coração não sei, mas vá no peito dela.
We protect those of the Qun. We do not abandon our own.
Please, send for Viscount Dumas.
My son. Murdered in the heart of the Chantry by those who held a sacred trust. What hope for this city when we fail our own so completely?
The Arishok is still here, Excellency. You must be ready to stand up to him.
I cannot. I have already failed where it mattered most. Please. Hawk. Leave me.
E pronto. Valeu. Gostoso, cara.
An end of sorts. But the Canary and the Chantry and the Viscount's dead son won't simply fade from memory.
About that, Hawk, there's something I need to tell you. At your house. Very, very soon.
There's always something to look forward to.
Ui, da minha casa. Adoro. Amiga.
This is important. Don't interrupt with your selfish prattle.
Get off your high horse. I have problems too.
Ha! What drink should I order, and who's the father?
Oh, you little...
What is it now, you two?
Who is the father?
Hawk. The Arishok is sheltering 2 fugitives who have converted to the Qun. He must be convinced to release them. He's already feared because of Patrice. If people start to think he can ignore the law, I need your help so this doesn't get out of hand.
I'm going to die. There. Got your attention? Real problem.
Hold on. What's this about?
Remember the relic? The one Castillon is going to kill me over? A man called Wall-Eyed Sam has it. If you help me get it, Castillon won't kill me. Please.
I'm trying to keep the entire city from rioting against the Canary.
Well, maybe it's connected.
What?
I'm just saying maybe it will help. It's important to someone, right?
Now you start being responsible? Shit.
Eu vou até fazer estas perguntas, mas estas perguntas são da pizza.
The relic issue has to be resolved before we take on the Canary.
You trust her this much?
Probably not. I wouldn't.
They won't wait at the compound forever, Hawk. I really do hope this helps, because if it doesn't...
You think I like having this thing on my mind? Come on. The exchange is happening tonight in a low-town foundry.
Are you sure about this? The champion was asked to go to the Canary.
I suppose you think he planned the entire thing.
Considering what it led to.
Come on, Seeker. I'm not going to sell Hawk short, but nobody could have foreseen the way that would go down. Or do you still think I'm lying to protect my friend?
There are elements of your story that
Makes sense. And you couldn't have known about them otherwise.
Well, that's a relief.
But that doesn't mean you're telling me everything.
I want this story to be told. You're not the first to get it all wrong. I think I owe Hawk that much.
Ok.
I hope all is well. Another message came while you were away.
Inside job. Eu agora vou lutar com os The Boys and the Woman. Que são os normais, né? E já não os vou tirar até o final. Esta é a última quest, digamos assim, antes da última quest verdadeira, ou seja, aquela quest em que depois eu não posso voltar atrás e acaba este período do tempo. Fazer os normais. Portanto, depois de acabar esta quest, eu vou fazer as quests secundárias, as missões secundárias, né? Para então fazer a última quest, que é com os personagens. Eu agora vou gravar até acabar esta parte e irmos finalmente para a última parte da história. Portanto, é isso, meus filhos.
This is the true picture of Kirkwall.
I don't have your stupid relic.
Já agora, se vocês reparam...
What are the Kunari doing here?
Yes. About that. The relic belongs to the Kunari, and there's a small chance they want it back.
Tell me what you know. You can trust me.
I've always known what the relic is. I just didn't want to worry you.
You're the picture of kindness, Raveni.
The relic is a Kunari text handwritten by that philosopher of theirs. Kuzlan, whatever his name is. I stole it from them. They followed me here to reclaim it, and it's why they're still in Kirkwall. They can't leave the Free Marches without it.
How did you steal the relic from the Kunari?
The Arishok never had it. The Orlesians did. They had plans to return it to the Kunari. I simply had to waylay the Orlesian convoy before it met up with the Arishok and his men. Getting the relic was easy. Getting away from the Kunari was the hard part.
I thought you and the Kunari were caught in a storm.
The storm was only half of it. I also had the Kunari dreadnought stuck to my behind like a bad rash, spitting fire and thunder at me.
Maybe giving it back would solve Aveline's problem.
That messes over a couple of elves. I need it to save my own skin.
Why would anyone besides the Kunari want this relic?
The Tevinter Imperium have been at war with the Kunari for centuries. If the Tevinters get the relic, it will strike a blow to Kunari morale. That's probably what the mages want.
You could have done something about the Kunari, but you didn't.
Done what? The blighted thing didn't show up for 3 years. Look, the book's right in this building, and I'm not letting it slip away again. It's the only thing that'll get Castillon off my back. Please, tell me you'll give the relic to me.
It's yours. Your life depends on it.
Really? I wasn't expecting that. It's nice to have someone on my side for once. Come on, we've no time to waste.
Ou seja, a cena dos Kunari está aí.
I have it. The Tome of Koslan will not fall into Tevinter hands.
Blood and spite.
A toss, Kunari!
He's getting away.
Isabella!
E ela deixou-nos. Mas pronto, agora vamos lutar contra magos de Tevinter e há Kunaris, mas como vocês perceberam, os Kunaris e Isabel estão cá presos porque Isabel roubou a Relíquia deles. Ela tentou vestir de barco, mas os gajos vieram atrás dela com tudo e acabaram por ficar cá presa na ilha. Por isso que ela sempre teve medo e receio de estar aí da parte dos Conares, porque ela é procurada por eles. E é isso. Agora vamos contar estes cabrões. Eu podia explorar lá, mas são só armadilhas e honestamente também não tem nada de interessante. Dear Hawk, I have the relic, and I've gone. I'm sorry it has to be this way. You've been a loyal ally, but this is the best for us both. You promised me the relic, and I know you're fighting Castellan for me, but I don't want this. I've dragged you too far into this mess already. You don't have to forgive me, but I hope you understand, Isabel.
She's gone then. Can't say I blame her.
Come on. Aveline will be waiting at the Qunari compound. We still have to deal with that mess.
E pronto. Agora perdi a Isabel. A Isabel já não faz mais parte do grupinho, dos boys. E o Varric tem aqui coisas.
And then Hawk tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
Of course, Hawk. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. I hear you and the Riveni have something going. So, what's going on, Hawk?
Well, 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 I never thought you were the type, Varric. I'm flattered.
Hawk, I know I'm damned near irresistible, but you're just too high maintenance for me. Sorry. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. Isabella is a great girl, but I think you're likely to get hurt. By which I mean stabbed and left for dead.
I know you mean well, Varric. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
I certainly hope so. Oh, cheer up, Blondie. You're making me cry just looking at you.
Don't.
You made a mistake. It happens.
I almost killed a girl.
You've killed 254 by my last count. Plus about 500 men, a few dozen giant spiders, and at least 2 demons.
It's not the same.
Why? Because this one you feel bad about? Maybe that's the problem.
Adoro a resolução dos problemas do Varric. Enfim. Então vou chamar a Evan. E vamos então fazer as quests secundárias.
Something of yours, Sirrah.
You got my letter.
You've been gone a while. I thought you had things under control.
I told you I would handle this, and I did. Now, after a year of raids on our shipments, I finally caught one of the culprits. One of our miners, Sabine, has been leaking information. Do you know him? He claims to be from your hometown in Ferelden. I would like you to get this festering sore to divulge who is behind the thefts. When you are ready, I will bring Sabine to you.
Bring Sabine back to my place.
Excellent idea. I will get him now.
Já agora, o gajo é um bocado racista com...
Here is the dung pile I caught leaking next week's shipment schedule. He won't tell me who he's working with. Who else has been screwing me over? Tell me, you ratting mongrel!
Instead of beating the poor man, let's appeal to his better nature.
Please, Miss Hare, help me. I knew you since you was young and loathering. I knew your mum's family, and your pop. Mike, you got him rest.
Pathetic. I leave this bastard in your capable hands. Get me when he's ready to talk.
Thank you, Miss Hare. Us loathering folks should stick together.
What made you betray your employer?
Before the Blight, my family had a good life in Lothering. Clean home, fertile land, friends. In Kirkwall, we lived in a hovel. People spit on us, and some days we went hungry.
I know it was hard to leave Lothering. Talk to me so we can put all this behind us.
As soon as I tell Hubert what he wants to know, he'll kill me or throw me in prison. My life's not worth much, but my family. I only wanted to give my wife and son a better life.
I'll make sure your family is taken care of.
I'm humbled by that offer. Thank you. I hid some gold in the bone pit. I'll mark it on your map. I'll regret stealing from someone like you, so please, take it back.
Hawk, this is Lily of the Coterie. Given the importance of stopping the cargo robberies, I have enlisted a consultant.
Consultant? Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Well, Doug, are you ready to bark now?
There's an ambush planned tonight at Dietrich Crossing.
Tonight? That leaves you barely enough time to intercept them. You had best leave immediately.
We'll protect your precious shipment, but make sure you have the Coterie's payment. Want me to deal with this runt? Free of charge. I'll drop him in a ditch on our way out.
Yes, take him, with my blessing. I assume my partner will not object.
A public showing of mercy will be good for morale. Let him go.
But he's a Ferrell, a criminal. Nobody will care what happens to him.
Think about it. Sabine turned to crime for 2 reasons. He's desperate, and he bears no love for you. Spare him publicly, and you'll earn some loyalty from the miners.
I see your point. Very well. For the sake of morale, I will spare this dog.
Oh, thank you, Miss Ayres. I know I don't deserve it, but thank you.
We're wasting time. If you find naught but corpses at the ambush, it won't be my fault. We're too late for your boys, but we'll make the rotters pay.
What a waste.
That was almost too easy. Wait. I recognize that lout.
Who is he?
He's in the Coterie. One of that damned fool Brecker's men.
Tell me about this man.
He operates out of the south side. Always had more balls than sense. His lackeys are loyal. Brecker must be involved.
Let's pay Brecker a social call. We've got a lot to talk about.
I've got to be sure first. I know who to lean on to get answers. Find me in the Undercity.
Então vamos conhecer um gajo chamado Brecker! Brecker, the son of a fucking bitch. Pussy. Inside job.
Blondie, I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered a new line of work?
Such as?
Pretty much anything. I don't think Renegade Mage has a bright future, or any retirement plan.
Wow. E a Bibi tá morta! Gostosa da porra morreu.
Don't let them get away.
Mas temos esta faiosa.
You Coterie, one of Lily's friends.
Lily was one of ours. She was working for you, and now she's dead. You get one chance. Did you kill her?
Lily didn't die by my hand. Someone else did this.
Explain yourself.
Present minor misunderstandings aside, I believe our purposes are the same. One of the scum that attacked my caravans worked for someone in the Coterie named Brecker. Lily said she'd look into it. I think Brecker had her killed.
Brecker? If you're lying, I'll find you. Men, we have to get to the bottom of this. Now.
Tá bom, e se me encontrares tu morres. Dúvidas, perguntas ou questões, não há nem pode haver.
Turn up your purses, Kurtwall. The leases of Javaris Tin Top are up for grabs. Told you I know.
Uau. Em vez da porca ir, a porca está tipo, oh, vai tu. Mesmo porca. Ei, como caraca, esqueci das armadilhas.
You must be Brecker.
And you're that lice-covered refugee.
You'd better leave the Bone Pit shipments alone. Understand?
You're making demands of me. You own half a stake in a mine and you think you're somebody, huh? Some Fereldans don't have the courtesy of knowing when to bloody die.
Ah, é? Vamos ver quem é que vai morrer, ó, palhaço.
I found the thieves responsible for the cargo theft. I put them out of business.
Excellent. With that resolved, the mine's profits will soar. For now, partner, please be sure to visit our workers occasionally. You have a knack for keeping them happy.
Então pronto, vamos para aqui. Eu vou... Tudo o que tiver aqui eu vou fazer já, né? Porque são missões nem são secundárias, são só terciárias. Então tudo que tiver aqui eu faço já.
Last bottle of the Egregio. I've been saving it for a special occasion.
And what's that?
The anniversary of my escape. Astia Vala Firmundis. Care to hear the story?
I'd like that.
Let's see. You've heard of Saharan? The Imperium and the Qunari have fought over the island for centuries now. I was there with Daenerys during a Qunari attack. I managed to get him to a ship, but there was no room for a slave. I was left behind. I barely got out of the city alive.
I thought Daenerys considered you valuable.
He wasn't given a choice. The look on his face as the ship pulled out was priceless. There are rebels in the Saharan jungles called Fog Warriors. They found me and took me in, nursed me back to health. I stayed with them for a time, until Daenerys finally came for me.
Were you with these Fog Warriors willingly?
I'd grown fond of the rebels. They bowed to no master and fought for their freedom. It was beyond my experience. When Daenerys came, they refused to let him take me. He ordered me to kill them, so I did. I killed them all.
Why would you do such a thing?
It felt inevitable. My master had returned and this fantasy life was over. But once it was done, I looked down at their bodies. I felt I couldn't. I ran and never looked back.
Couldn't you have found other Fog Warriors? Become a rebel?
Even if I did, I felt unworthy. I had no way of knowing if I could truly escape from Daenerys then. I didn't even know what that meant. I simply had to get away. I stowed aboard a ship to the mainland and moved south, chased by my former master every step of the way.
This can't be easy to talk about.
Esqueci-me de mandar investigate. Fuck.
I've never spoken about what happened to anyone. I've never wanted to. Perhaps this is what it means to have a friend.
Perhaps you're right.
To you, Hawk, may I fight at your side for years to come.
Uma coisa que na altura, a primeira vez que eu gravei que não gravou, foi o seguinte, eu elogiei como este jogo não tem muitas expressões faciais e a maioria das expressões faciais são horríveis, mas o sorriso do Ferris, mano, ficou muito bom. É isso. Mas é, como eu estava a dizer, como pode ver, isto é só side quests, ou seja, da pista não tem mesmo interesse nenhum. O que é que eu vou fazer? Vou parar de gravar por aqui. Vou fazer side questinhos só para ganhar aquele dinheirinho, estão a ver? E tentar aumentar um bocadinho mais XP. Vou andar pelas lojas à procura de upgrades para os personagens e talvez alguma coisa interessante, ou uma arma, ou uma armadura que vale a pena comprar. E quando eu voltar, então vamos fazer a última quest desta parte aqui do jogo. Portanto, até já! Bom, está tudo. Vamos então fazer esta quest, a última.
I'd wrap up any other business before we go. It's already a mess, and could get worse.
Let's go.
I request an audience with the Arishok.
He will allow it, but not in this number.
I will only bring my friend here and a small complement of my guard. Is that few enough?
It is. Enter.
Tem da cutscene e tudo. Cutscene, neste caso.
Shanadon.
Greetings, Arishok. We come regarding the elven fugitives that took refuge here.
Irrelevant. I would speak to Hawk about the relic stolen from my grasp.
Your relic could be anywhere.
A truth, but you minimize your role.
An issue for another time. We're here for the fugitives.
The elves are now Vidithari. They have chosen to submit to the Qun. They will be protected.
Have they truly converted? Or are they simply using you as a shield?
They have chosen, and so have I. You have not hidden the abuses of your zealots or the corruption of this city. You will understand why I must do this. Let us look at your dangerous criminals. Speak, Vidithari. Who did you murder, and why?
A city guard forced himself on our sister. We reported him, or tried to, but they did nothing about it, no matter what we said. So my brothers and I paid him a visit.
That doesn't excuse murder.
Are these elves telling the truth?
There have been rumors. I will investigate, but they still took the law into their own hands.
Sometimes that is necessary.
Like you avenged the Viscount's son. It was not right then, and it's not right now.
Epá! Não vou tomar partido.
We're just here for the elves.
Their actions are mere symptoms. Your society is the disease. They have chosen. The Vidithari will submit to the Qun and find a path your way has denied them.
You can't just decide that. You must hand them over.
Tell me, Hawk, what would you do in my place?
You clearly don't like staying amongst humans.
I cannot leave without the relic, and I cannot stay and remain blind to this dysfunction. There is only one solution.
Arishok, there is no need for...
Right? Mandou que eu... Shut up!
Not here. Duo, go, go.
Passam os guardas. E pronto. Está a guerra declarada. Que começa a putaria. Bora lá, caralho. Matar uns canalhos.
Can you hear it? The Canary must be spreading out. They're attacking the city. Why? What could they possibly hope to accomplish?
It doesn't matter. We need to act.
I agree. We can't do anything on our own, however.
Bora lá.
Darktown is flooded with people trying to get away from all this.
The Qunari are assaulting the city, and fast. The Arashok planned this for who knows how long. We should head to the keep to rally my guardsmen. Whatever happens, be careful.
Bora. O outro que diz que é pressionado. Eu bebo uma posição. O gajo nem acaba de ir, já bebe uma posição e morre. O que merece. Aí! Olha, os Grey Wardens chegaram. E com caraças. Vou já aqui tentar uma coisa. Estão a ver este round? Então, se eu tivesse seguido de acordo com o Dragon Age Origins que eu fiz, né? E não tivesse num save default, muito provavelmente, se eu não estou em erro, em vez de estar aqui o Stroud, sabem quem é que estaria? Sabem quem é que seria? Porque o Stroud aqui, vou já aqui tentar, é o comandante dos Grey Warden, pelo menos desta parte aqui. E vocês sabem quem seria? Exatamente, seria o arrombado do Vogan. Esta travada foi gostosa, mano. Estes gajos estão a mamar pizza, estão todos a mamar pizza, não sei o que é que os gajos estão aqui a fazer. Já sabe, não morre, né? Frequência.
You have our sincere thanks. This attack was most unexpected. We have not met. I am Stroud of the Grey Wardens. I cannot believe the Qunari would dare such an attack. This will lead to war with the Free Marches for certain. I fear pressing matters take us elsewhere, but we can spread word to the other free cities. Perhaps they will bring aid.
There's something more important than an invasion.
There is, but I cannot say more. The Qunari are of far greater concern to you, I'm certain. But we must return to our mission.
Reinforcements would come in handy if we fail.
Even if we wish to, Grey Wardens cannot involve themselves in political struggles. I am sorry. Take this. It is all we can spare, but perhaps it will be of use.
O que é que você deu?
Make her watch over you, my friend.
Harshera, quit your struggling, woman. Tetha! Boss! Then the Arishok failed to take you captive. Unfortunate.
É, vocês morrem. Qual é a dúvida? Ah! O Anderson morreu! É, eu vou. E com caraças? Foi? Ui, quem chegou?
Commander Meredith. I know you. The name Hawk has turned up in my reports many times. Too many.
It's good that we found you, Knight Commander. The Qunari are...
It's obvious what they're doing.
Calhou.
The Qunari are taking people to the keep, and may already be in control. We will need to deal with them.
Why would they be gathering hostages?
To get everyone important in one place where they can be controlled or killed.
Charming.
I'll do whatever it takes to defend my home.
Good. Your skills will be sorely needed. Head to the keep and I will see if I can find more of my men. These creatures will pay for this outrage.
Agora sim, meu. Parece... Porra.
That's not really my thing.
Claro que não. Agora sim, meu. Isto é assim arma de viking, caralho. Um machado grandão. Tanto para comer o cu deles. Oi? E com caraças? Os caras estão muito fracos, eu não gosto. Isto é que eu chamo de chacina. Well, what's then?
Many thanks, my friend.
You don't seem as badly injured as the others.
The others? Surely they cannot all be.
Estão todos. Hey, Bethany.
Untrust his grace. What were you thinking, child? I told you to let them take me.
We had to do something. We couldn't just...
I'm glad you're safe.
The city's under attack.
Okay, good
None
boy.
of us are safe.
First Enchanter Orsino, you survive.
Your relief overwhelms me, Knight Commander.
There is no time for talk. We must strike back before it's too late.
And who will lead us into this battle? You?
I will fight to defend this city as I have always done.
To control it, you mean? I won't have our lives tossed to the flames to feed your vanity.
We need to work together, not kill each other while we figure out who leads.
Then, perhaps you should be leading us.
What? He isn't even of this city.
Neither am I. Yet I don't hear you complaining about us both fighting to defend our home.
Very well then. But whatever you plan, be quick about it.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell us then, what is our course of action?
Well, eu adoro. Tá bom.
Let's find out what the Qunari are planning, but not risk our necks in the process.
An excellent choice. Let's move quickly.
Bora lá. Algo que vocês não vão ver tão cedo. A junção entre magos e templários, hein? Tudo para defender a cidade. Só que há luto no chão. Há luto no chão, pá! Há boot aqui no chão, pá! Mas há boot! Bom, agora só falta para o boot, né?
There seem to be a great many Qunari at the keep's entrance.
Then they've already taken it over. Clearly, they've been planning this for some time.
Perhaps we should have been planning ourselves.
I don't see any of my guardsmen.
This is the only way in. We must assault them now before their numbers grow.
Are you mad? They have hostages. We need a distraction.
Decide quickly. We have no time.
We can't risk a distraction.
Orsino, make sure there are no surprises.
Mas nós atacamos. Os mais ficam na retaguarda a ver se não vê ninguém. Ok. É caraças. Para! Para! Porra! Trum! Trum! Já foste?
We need to find the Viscount, and quickly.
There's more coming!
Go. We'll deal with them.
Ok. Depois nós não vamos ver ali os templários a lutar junto ao lado dos máquinas. Pronto. É a cheira, né? Mas na teoria sim, eles lutaram lado a lado. Eu vou gravar aqui. Eu posso me arrepender disto, não sei. Bora lá. Estes gajos estão a irritar já. Vê se morrem de uma vez. A dizer que Elsa mandou um grito. Ah! Sou má! Oi? Não, desviou caraças também. Às vezes o melhor ataque é a defesa. Agora sim, deixa-me gravar aqui.
is your Viscount?
You dare? You are starting a war!
E morreu.
Look at you. Like fat doth Russie, you feed and complain only when your meal is interrupted. You do not look up. You do not see that the grass is bare. All you leave in your wake is misery. You are blind. I will make you see. But we have guests. Sinead Dawn, Hawk. I expected you. But for all your might, you are no different from these bars. You do not see.
This madness must end.
Perhaps. Prove yourself, Basra, or kneel with your brethren.
Só isto? Fracos.
You are Basilit An, after all. Few in this city command such respect. So tell me, Hawk, you know I am denied Parvalen until the Tome of Kozlun is found. How would you see this conflict resolved without it?
Talvez seja a resposta.
I believe I can answer that. I'm sure you'll find it mostly undamaged.
The Tome of Kozlun.
It took me a while to get back, what with all the fighting everywhere. You know how it is.
I thought you'd be long gone by now.
This is your damned influence, Hawk. I was halfway to Ostwick before I knew I had to turn round. It's pathetic.
The relic is reclaimed. I am now free to return to Parvalen with the thief.
What? Oh, no, no, no. If anyone kicks her ass, it's me.
She stole the Tome of Kozlun. She must return with us.
Sounds like you have something very specific in mind.
She will submit to the Qun and the Ben Hasraf. More than that, I will not say.
E é aqui que existem três alternativas. Eu vou pegar uma que eu vou me arrepender tanto. Que é a seguinte. Dá para resolver isto sem conflito, em que eu entrego a Isabela ao High Shock e os gajos vão embora de ponto final. E, ou senão vou ser obrigado a lutar com ele. E há duas alternativas para lutar com ele. Que vocês já vão ver.
You have your relic. She stays with us.
I'm sure he'll take that well. Breveni, you might want to move a bit this way.
Then you leave me no choice. I challenge you, Hawk. You and I will battle to the death, with her as the prize.
No. If you're going to duel anyone, duel me.
You are not Basilidan. You are unworthy.
Don't you have what you came for?
You know we do not suffer thieves. She cannot walk away from this insult. I will take her. If you object, duty demands that we fight.
Então aqui as três opções. Ou eu vou lutar com ele sozinho, mano a mano, que é a opção que eu vou tomar, que, diga-se de passagem, é fodida como ao caralho, eu vou sofrer tanto. Se eu escolher a um duel, serei obrigado a matá-lo na mesma, só que vai ser ele, mais os seus lacaios, mais os meus companions, que no fundo parece que é mais difícil, não é? Mas mentira, é mais fácil porque é muito simples. Estou com os meus companions, né? Mato os lacaios primeiro, depois focamos os 4 no gajo, é muito mais fácil de matá-lo do que estar a lutar sozinho contra ele. Ou então, né, eu levo a Isabela, coisa que não vai acontecer.
I accept your challenge.
Marathas! So shall it be!
E pronto, luta mano a mano contra ele. É, o gajo já vem com tudo para cima de mim, meu. Ganda esteiro. Eu estou a mamar pizza. Quê? Filha da puta, mano. Mano, larga-me, sócio! Também. Mas pronto, então já fechaste o vídeo.
Já está feito. É. Mas não decidi não editar muito. Só coisa simples, umas coisas assim. Sinto que os clipes já falam por si, não precisa de editar.
Eu estou bugado, mano. Filho. Mano, para além do boss ser roubado como uma cara, o meu gajo buga, mano. Adoro.
Guimé.
Ah, mano, é sério, este gajo. Ainda bem que comprei uns 4, meu Deus. Eu estou a sofrer, meu. Diz?
Que bom que compraste
o quê? Eu estou a ver os gajos dar-me porrada, meu! Morri.
Já te estás a preparar bem para o Elden Ring.
Eu já sabia que ia ser difícil este gajo, mano. Ah, ok.
Quando faz Elden Ring já sabes o que vais sofrer.
Ei, será que eu tenho que voltar a fazer isto tudo, meu? Este jogo está a mamar, mano.
Mamar pica.
Keep this up! Finish this!
E fui empalado pela quarta vez consecutiva.
A levar com tantos paus.
Não, é só a mesma espada grandona que ele tem, estás a ver? Mas, meu Deus, eu estou com um pintelho de vida, Pedro. Eu fiquei com 4 de vida.
É, mete esse pintelho dentro do cu e foge.
Não, agora estou-lhe a dar porrada. Trau! Este merda está quase morto, mano. É mesmo a conas, mas se foda. O que importa é matar isto. Tá lá! Não me pode! Morreu!
Eu bateria palmas, mas não passa pelo microfone. Eu estou a bater palmas, acredita.
Obrigado.
Is it over?
It's over. The city has been saved!
It appears Kirkwall has a new champion.
You seem confused, Seeker.
The champion killed the Arashok in single combat? It just sounds so... romantic.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're developing a little crush.
Don't be ridiculous. The champion just seems very... heroic in your tale.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling the truth. If you are, then what happened at the gallows may be far different than we assumed. I need to hear it.
Assim já dá.
Say I tell you. Then what?
Sim, mas tu estás a interromper uma
For
cutscene.
revenge? Is that what this is
peço
all
desculpa.
about?
No, it's not that.
Then what about me? If what I tell you isn't what you want to hear, will you still let me go?
I will let you go.
Well, now we're talking.
None of this is what I thought it would be. Tell me what really happened.
Champion of Kirkwall. That was the reward. A fine title. Every noble at the keep owed the champion their lives. He wasn't just a hero. He was now the most important person in the city. Except for Knight Commander Meredith, of course. With the Viscount dead, she stepped in to keep order. Things quickly got out of hand. The more she squeezed the mages, the more they resisted. The more they resisted, the tighter she squeezed. After 3 years of that, it all came crashing down.
I know you fear us. Knight Commander Meredith uses that fear to take control of your city. She opposes every effort to replace Viscount Dumas. And you have seen the chaos of her reign. Will you allow it?
Return to your homes. This farce is over.
Wait! Perhaps there are some who might disagree with you, Knight Commander.
Do not hide behind the champion. He has no role in this.
It would be better if you both calmed down before this gets violent.
I should remain calm, while a mage provokes an uprising. I think not.
I think the champion's views would be appreciated. Or do you fear what he has to say?
I fear nothing. My only interest here is in keeping order and protecting the innocent.
What are you trying to do here? Cause a rebellion?
The people of this city need to know what is really happening.
And then what? They tear down the gallows with pitchforks and torches? That would be better?
It cannot be worse. Your refusal to listen to reason leaves me no choice.
What I refuse to listen to are excuses. Perhaps you are ill-fit to your position if you cannot understand this.
Threatening each other isn't going to help matters.
And what should I do instead? Allow this to continue?
This won't be resolved here. We need to sit down and work it out.
You are naive, champion.
You will find that not everyone bows to your will, Knight Commander.
My. Such a terrible commotion.
This mage incites rebellion, Your Grace. I am dealing with the matter.
Ah, Orsino. So frustrated. Do you think this is truly wise?
No, Your Grace.
Of course not. Young men, would you show the first enchanter back to the circle? Gently, if you please.
Your Grace. He should be clapped in irons, made an example of.
That's enough, Meredith. This demeans us all. Surely you can see that. Go back to the gallows and calm down, like a good girl.
Ooh, shut up, bitch.
You have my thanks for stepping in, champion. If you had not...
You're the Grand Cleric. Aren't you in charge of the Templars and Circle?
Oh my. You have quite the estimation of my abilities. Gentle people of Kirkwall, return to your homes, I implore you. This will not be solved today.
And now I must attend to the gallows. They will see reason if the Maker wills it. Thank you again, champion.
All quiet.